Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room here, back with my first video, my first proper video that I've recorded in 2022. Man, that sounds absolutely insane. So I've had a bit of a move around in the games room. As you can see, the Sonic the Hedgehog sign's up, and it will have some computer stuff on it, so because I couldn't find the blackboard marker anyway. But yeah, I just had to get this video recorded because I've literally got, I kid you not, probably about 60 games here. Only 4 of which are Sega Megadrive. So yeah, it's going to be a long video and some adding to some other collections I've got here and starting to really beef out other collections. So yeah, hope you enjoy, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to start off with my last video, my last upload that I uploaded last week. The mental health, gaming and memories video. I just want to thank everybody for the messages and the comments that people left me in that video. It really meant a lot, and it's amazing how many people have actually felt similar things. Obviously it affects us all. We've all got a different story, and we've all got a different story as to why we do our YouTube channel. Mine is primarily memories and things like that, things that I want to remember. It's like a video diary for me. So after the Royal Rumble video, which the title's here, so it's up for grabs again at SummerSlam in July with my friends. It's, you know, we've got different, everyone's got a different story. And I've got to admit, I think it just really came out after that video, and I don't think I've ever really properly grieved my brother's passing. And it's something I know that probably I'm going to have to look at down the line, but I feel pretty good now. And obviously reading through people's comments and also you know, private messages I had, so I really appreciate that. I won't name everyone here. I had some lovely messages from people, and it really meant the world to me. I've never ever had anything like that before where I felt really that down. So yeah, it's you know, but this is what's great about YouTube. You know, everyone's like-minded individuals, and this community, the retro gaming community, is just immense. Brilliant community, and it's never changed from the 10-11 years I've been on YouTube. So that's why I'm still doing this, I think. We all throw our efforts into something, you know, a project, or we all try to focus on something. As I touched on that video, I've always focused on things, trying to sort of not move on from what's happened in the past, but just to try and make more positive decisions and try and keep myself in a more positive mindset. So yeah, like I said, I didn't even know what I really wanted to say in that video. I just sort of rambled walking around, but sometimes that's the best way to go. So but anyway, so guys, this is a pickup video. Let's move on with things on this channel and really try and keep the positivity up and stuff like that. So again, thank you for everyone who commented on my last video. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Now, like I said, this is the first real video I've recorded since the end of last year. Obviously I did the Royal Rumble video, and I recorded that very early January. So ever since then I've literally had a hiatus. I've got an LMA Manager video that's coming up after this that I actually recorded 18 months ago. And I finally found the memory card, which I've saved it on, so I can continue playing that now. So the LMA Manager video that's going to come after this was the first video I actually shot in this office. Literally, it was the second day that I had this office up and running. So yeah, a long time ago. So probably not even 18 months ago, probably about a year. That was must have been the time. But anyway, guys, I have literally tons of games here. I have 2 new systems, effectively, and I've got that horrible feeling that I'm missing something, but that'll save for another video probably. But anyway, I'm going to go all the way back to December and Christmas, guys. Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. God, saying that in late March. My wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And we had a really long year with the house, sorting all the house and getting things up together. And I basically just said, you know, we'd save some money through the year. And I said, look, we'll halve it and we'll just go nuts, whatever we want to do. So at Christmas, we had a bit of a splurge. You know, it had been a long year. Obviously, my son was born as well. We'd moved into the house that we're now in. So there was so much going on last year, and we just thought, look, Christmas is going to be a time to stop and really sort of have a break, which it was, because work's been manic as well. So yeah, I'm really happy we did, because we needed to stop. And anyway, my wife asked me if there's something I really wanted, and I've been after one of these for, well, I haven't even bid on one, but there's something I absolutely wanted to add to the collection, and it's going to be something that I'm going to work on in the spring evenings. We've literally just done the garden today, mowed the lawn for the first time this year, so we're getting the garden up and together and stuff like that for the new year. So from spring we just sit out in the evenings and just relax, and sort of, you know, children are in bed and we can actually just have a bit of time to ourselves, which not in a horrible way, but you know, just always on the go with work or the children or things like that. And sometimes you just need to, and it's a bit like harking back to the last video, sometimes you just need to stop and go, this is our time now. And I said to my wife, I'd love to be able to do something like this in the evenings, and I asked and I received, and my wife picked me up this. Look at that. This is the Lego NES set. It's 2,646 pieces. I'm a big Lego fan. I think it's something you're going to see moving forward on my channel in the next few years, bits and bobs like this popping up, because we're planning to do an extension the next 2 years where I'll have a bigger office. So I will have not just retro corner, because whenever I do Zoom meetings, it's the camera's facing behind. Literally, the camera is facing behind, which has a sort of different view entirely, a more professional view, should we say, than this. But anyway, guys, I'm sure you've seen videos on these. My wife managed to source one of these for me for Christmas, and I could not be happier. It is opened. I couldn't wait. It's brand new. I opened it up. I just wanted to get the things out and have a look, and there's an amazing book in here for how it's built. It's just that, oh, it's going to be in the other box at the bottom, isn't it? Anyway, there's an incredible instruction book in here. 2,600 pieces, like I said, it's just absolutely immense. I'm going to get it out. I should have prepped for this. Like I said, these are really hard to get hold of, and they're also pretty expensive, so I really appreciate my wife for sourcing this and also purchasing it, because it must have been an absolute nightmare trying to find this. Lego pack their stuff so well. It's probably going to be a huge disappointment. Anyway, of course it's right down the other end as well. Oh, you know what? I don't even think it's in here, because I seem to remember I actually got it out. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. So, this is the book you get with it, and Lego do so well. It's a bit like IKEA or Apple. They package their stuff so well. This book is just so nostalgic looking at it. It sort of reminds me of a 90s video game. So there's the stickers that you've got for the cartridge. You even have a cartridge that you build. And these books are just, I mean, there's 2 books, you know. It's just, they're so good. Really nice and sort of glossy. But it's all sort of how you build the stuff, and obviously it's an instruction manual, but the screen moves and things like that. But so nostalgic. I cannot wait to get into building this. I would say I'm going to do a video series on it, but let's face it, I'm not going to do a video series building 2,600 pieces of Lego. But yes, guys, this is the Lego NES set, or NES set. My wife hates me saying NES, but anyway, it's the NES set. NES. So it's pretty well, you know, put together, this set. Absolutely brilliant. Really looking forward to building this set moving forward. So yes, guys, the first thing into the collection, I mean, this thing is too big. Even when it's built, it's not going to fit on the shelves, so I'm going to build this, and it'll probably have to wait till the office extension, probably in sort of a year and a half, 2 years time. But yes, this will get pride of place. Absolutely love it. So thank you very much, Sam. I really appreciate this. Love you lots. And now I've got to put that back, and I will do that in a minute. So you're probably going to hear Lego rustling the whole video now, but I'm so glad I've recorded that as well, because it's been knocking around my office for, well, it's March now, end of March now, and yeah, it's been knocking around my office for ages, so I'm scared that I'm going to keep hitting it and stuff. So yes, so guys, I'm going to start off on the next next item really, and it comes as another gift. It was my birthday in January, and I've always been on the fence for new consoles, and I'm pretty adamant that I'm not going to go for a PS5 or an Xbox. The new Xbox has escaped me now what the Xbox is called, the new one. Yeah, sorry. The new Xbox, let's say that. God, that's awful, isn't it? Anyway, I'm pretty sure that I'm now at my limit as where I want to be with consoles. But there is one console that has always amazed me. I love the concept design of it. I love the actual use of it as well, and the fact that it's a multi-function system is probably giving it right away. And yeah, it's one of those things that I said. I actually spoke about. We were speaking with some friends who had come over, and I said, yes, it was some friends that came over. That was it. I was saying, oh man, if there's one console I'd want to get, it would be the Nintendo Switch. And I dropped it there, and I was hoping to hold it up. But anyway, I said that a few days before my birthday, and some people might think that's a hint being dropped, but it really wasn't a hint. I was not expecting my wife to buy me one of these. And this is the OLED model, so it's the newer one. Man, I'm so in love with this system. I've got to admit, it's not been played probably the last 3 weeks, and there's a reason for that, because I'll go into that in a minute. But before, I had obviously been playing on this. I got my wife the new Crash Team Racing game. It's probably a few years old. I haven't bought a new sort of Switch game I haven't bought a Nintendo game in ages. So, yes, we got Mario Kart with it. My wife bought that for me. I downloaded the interfaces that you can play the Megadrive and N64 games on it, and we've also got a fitness game on it, because we've both been on a real fitness kick since Christmas. Yeah, trying to just get back in shape and things like that, which is working. It's slowly happening, but you know, we're slowly getting there. Yeah, you know, healthy mind, healthy body, as they say. So yeah. We've got what's that one? Dead by Daylight is on here as well. I downloaded that after a kind gift from my mate Rob, who you all know. And yeah, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this console. It's absolutely brilliant. The design is great. The concept of how you use it is brilliant. With the controllers being able to put it in that little drawer, in that little, what do they call it? In the it's called a hack 100. 001. We're just going to call it a hack. Putting it in the hack. That thing there. Putting it in that. So you put the two controllers in this and it acts as a controller. Brilliant idea. It's so good. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really looking forward to getting back on it when I can actually sort of tear myself away from this other retro item that I bought recently. So yes, thank you so much. I've been so lucky. My wife has really spoiled me in 2022 already. Cannot thank you enough, Sam. Yeah, so I absolutely love this unit. It's brilliant. The fact you can plug it into the TV, or you can play it handheld as well, and it's really comfortable. Even though the controllers are small, sometimes you would have complaints that you get cramps and stuff like that, but not a problem. So I've got some things, some big items into the collection. The Switch is in the house, which is why I haven't got anything to show you, some of the games or anything, but it's all retro from here on in, guys. So anyway, where do I start? Oh yeah, sorry. This was a purchase that an auction was ending 2 minutes, and I found this. I used to read these books with my friend Gary Austin when I was a kid, and it's the Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure Series books. For anyone that is not up with these books as to how they work, let's try and find a perfect example. You start obviously at the beginning, and there's multiple ways you can go in the book. So it says like turn to page so and so if yes, and turn to page so and so if no, and it always has a different scenario. So if I turn to page, it's telling me turn to page 203 here, so I turn to page 203, and this is sort of the precursor to any video games, I suppose, other than sort of Game Boys and Game Gears. But so 203, and then it has like a different write up as to what your decision is, and then it tells you so parts of these you die, so you then have to start again and read through the book, and then obviously, you know, go off on a different direction. Really, really great idea. There's about 7 of these, I believe, for Sonic the Hedgehog, but this one was finishing, and it was like 2 minutes left on the auction. I don't know how I found it, but I just came across it, and yeah. So I put a cheeky bid on, and no one else bid, and I won it. So yeah, really, really happy with that. I mean, it's a video series that I don't know if anyone's covered these, where they've done the books and they've read through a few chapters, but yeah, I'm not a great reader, so it probably won't happen on my channel, let's be honest. But yeah, so this one is Zone Rangers, and it's the Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure Gamebook #2. So there's a Sonic 3 themed one that's really expensive. I even looked it up after I bought this one, and it was like 50 odd quid. So yeah, I won't be getting that one ever, probably, let's be honest. So guys, we now get into retro items, and yeah, I've got some great stuff here, but we're going to touch first on the One Soul Xbox 360 item, and I covered it in Rob and I's Top Trump episode, probably, I think it was November, but I got a sealed game. After this, I'm actually planning to break this out and play on it and record some gameplay for my channel, and that is F1 Race Stars. Absolutely brilliant multiplayer racing game, this, and a lot of people hadn't played it who watched the live stream that Rob and I did for Top Trumps. It's a really good game, guys. If you like Mario Kart, or let's be honest, all of those themed kart racing games, this is themed around the Formula 1 universe. So you have tracks, not so much takeoff of the tracks, but you like have an Italian themed track, a German themed track, a UK themed track, and you have like loop-de-loops, crazy things like that going on. Try and get the ring out of that. And you have all these sort of cartoon drivers, things like that, and yeah, it's actually sealed as well, which is why I said, I'm going to break this out and play it. I got this on eBay, and man, it was like, I think it was 7 quid brand new. So it's like, I'm going to pick that up all day long. So yeah, it's so old. I mean, Hamilton's still at McLaren there. I don't know if you can see at the front, and he's and who else have we got on there? We've got Grosjean, Alonso, Vettel, Bruno Senna, and Rosberg and Hamilton. So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to playing on this. I say that, but I haven't broken it out, and I've had it for like probably about 6 months now. But anyway, yeah, so I will be playing this at some point, which is good because I can now put. This is what I mean. Filming this video, I had to film it because I've got so much I've got to put on the shelves. It's not even funny. But yeah. So what's next? So let's start off with. Oh my god, I got an incredible Megadrive bundle, and it actually paid for part of one of my next pickups. I know you can see the games here, but it's. Yeah, I'm not fussed. So guys, I totally lucked out on a bundle on Facebook Marketplace. It was local, it was in Eastleigh. I went to pick it up after a survey that I'd done. The guy wanted 60 quid for this Megadrive bundle. It came obviously with a Megadrive. It was fully boxed. It was one of these ones, but without the Mega Games 1, so it was the Sonic 2 pack effectively. Yeah, I picked up one of those. It was fully boxed, like immaculate. I could not believe it. It was 60 quid. I actually gave the guy 100 quid in the end, because I was like, mate, it's too low, far too low. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that on Marketplace. I just didn't feel right taking it for 60 quid. But you'll see why I've still made an incredible purchase with this. So let's start off with the game, obviously, that's 2 games that come before the more expensive, more sought after titles. The first one is a game that I got really for my daughter. She's getting into the stage now where she likes coming in to sit in my office. I got a TV just aside here, which has replaced the Trinitron, the small one. That's now gone up in the loft till I get my bigger office, and it'll come back out. It's sort of like, it's a smart TV effectively, so I can. It's not a smart TV; it's a digital TV with Freeview, but she can watch iPlayer and stuff on it and things like that when she comes out. But she's really starting to take an interest in her Toy Story console, really taking an interest in that. So I'm going to start to get her some more games. And the first one I got is the double pack, and it's Castle of Illusion, absolutely amazing game. I love this, and Quackshot, 2 brilliant games. She's really going to enjoy playing this. This is fully boxed. This is all for free. I made 115 quid after I sold it, and the idea was that I was going to reinvest it in some retro stuff. I don't feel guilty about saying I made 115 quid from it, because to be fair, I overpaid with the guy. I gave him more, he was more than happy. The place I went to pick it up, I don't think he was short of a little bit of money, so I don't think he would have had a problem with that. So anyway, the next one is a game I've been trying to get for ages in auctions, but I always get outbid, and now I've got it in for free, and that's Golden Axe 2. Absolutely love the first Golden Axe, such a classic game. Soundtrack is so nostalgic. This is fully boxed in really good condition, apart from a little tear which I just noticed in the manual there, but that's not going to make me fuss at all about that. So the next game, guys, there is a video on my channel of when I bought this individually, probably about, I want to say 7 years ago, something like that. We've all made those ridiculous purchases. You're working a full-time job, you've got little rent at home, you've got so much disposable income. We've all been there, guys. I paid 450 quid for this game 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. I then saw the error of my ways 3 months, about a month later, and sold it and actually made my money back. So I was like, I'm never doing that again. But anyway, this was a game that came out when people had full sets, and then they found out this was a game that it was released in. There was a full set because it came as a box set. People just thought it was cartridge only. That is Mega Game 6 Volume 3. I bought this game, I kid you not, it might have even been 500 quid. I bought this game for 500 quid on eBay years ago. I then sold it, like I said, 3 weeks later for about the same. I probably lost a little bit on it, but 500 quid on a Megadrive game, guys. And the games it's got on it: Sega Soccer, World Cup Italia 90 effectively, Super Monaco GP, Columns, Revenge of Shinobi, Sonic the Hedgehog and Streets of Rage. There's nothing special that I don't already own in this set of games. Why I felt the need to spend 500 quid. I was going for, I think in the back of my mind I was trying to think I was going to go for a full set at the time. 500 quid. Comment down below, guys, the worst amount of money you've ever spent on video games. You're going to have to go some to beat that. Yeah, but I mean, it commonly sells now for about 60 quid. So, yeah, I mean, not 450, 500 quid though, Jesus. So the next game is an absolute classic that I sold when I downsized my collection before we moved into our previous house, our first house, because I knew I wasn't going to have the room. So I freed up a load of money in my collection and stored a lot of stuff. And that is a brilliant game. I absolutely love this game. It's about 40 quid to buy, sort of just to buy really. And that is the incredible Crash Dummies. Such a great game. So effectively it's a platform game, and the screenshots are far too small, you won't even see it. Crash Dummies, incredible game. It's out on pretty much every system for 16-bit, and I think it's also on the Amiga as well and things like that. You lose body parts as you're jumping around. The Crash Dummies, you remember that with the cars and the things like that, when you used to throw them off things, throw them into walls, and they just used to explode. Really, really good game, guys. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. So that's the 4 games I got. I also kept 2 6-button controllers and a... what was it? Something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a proper set of Sega AV cables. That's what I kept. So I got a really good deal. I paid 100 quid for it, like I said, and I knew I was going to make my money back because, you know, obviously, I think I sold the whole lot for. Anyway, yeah, I sold it on for a lot. So let's put it that way. But I reinvested it in more stuff. So yes, I have been incredibly lucky. I was, where was I with this lot? This is all one pickup. This was, I was in the Witterings, that's it, West Wittering. And this came up on Facebook Marketplace again. And it's a huge bundle of games. I think I got a really, really good deal here for this. An incredible deal. Actually, it came with something else. I'll start off with what it came with. It's for the PlayStation 2. And it's a PlayStation 2 stand. Completely pointless, but I haven't got one. It's a Logitech one. And it also came with, there it is on the floor. I knew I was going to forget to cover this. No, it's not there. Where is it? Right, okay, it came, there they are. It came with all this as well. One of 6 controllers. 6 controllers. Came with a little keyboard thing, which is, it's pretty cool to have. Never even used one. Don't even know if it works. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, came with that, and it came with a controller, which is awesome. And this bundle cost me 25 quid. 6 controllers, guys. Where does it come from? No, the wrong way around. That's where it comes from. So, yes, this is the games that it came with. It didn't come with that one, and it didn't come with that one. Sorry, these are all totally messed up. So these are the games that I kept, guys. I'm just going to blitz through these now because they're all sort of filler titles. They're not sort of, you know, caliber titles. These are the games that I decided to keep. So, yeah, not a huge amount here. So we've got FIFA 2001. Played this to death back in the day, 2001, obviously. I was at college at the time, so loved that FIFA game. One of them had a scratch and sniff pitch. I can't remember what that was. I think it was FIFA 2000, I want to say. Was it FIFA 98? I'm not 100% sure. So, the reason I have these is because I'm the current champion for the videos that we've been doing. It's up to me now to decide what game we cover in 2023 for the Royal Rumble. The SummerSlam video we have coming up is using SmackDown vs Raw 2006. Again, it's like a last outing for those created superstars, and we're going to add a few more in, so it keeps it a bit more fresh. But yeah, we're making a decision as to what game we're going to cover next, and I can tell you, a spoiler alert, guys, it's not a PlayStation 2 game. So, yes, it's not a PlayStation 2 game. But these games that I kept from this bundle are SmackDown vs Raw 2009 versus featuring ECW. SmackDown vs Raw 2008. Again, I thought it was the same game then. SmackDown vs Raw 2008 featuring ECW, the same. And this is one of the last games I remember playing with my younger brother on. And this was a game that I bought thinking this is the game we're gonna go for next, but it's not. It is SmackDown vs Raw 2007 with Ed's favourite wrestler on there as well, so Triple H. So anyway, I played this, started to really get into it, and I thought the graphics are okay, but it's proper retro. I wanted to go a different route, so that'll become clear down the line. But anyway. The next bundle I kept, I won on eBay. It was about 150 quid, and it was a massive bundle of PlayStation 3. Now, I spoke to Craig, Goodwin's Place. This is my PlayStation 3, and sadly, it works again mysteriously. It didn't work when I put it away. It always overheated. God, I forget how much these things weigh. So this one here, I always wanted to get a backwards compatible model. This is not a backward compatible model. It hasn't got the flap or anything here. So I always wanted to get one. So I thought, you know what? I asked Craig if he'd repair this for me, and he said he would. But I thought, you know what? At the end of the day, do I really want to send this off, get it repaired, and still probably buy a backward compatible model down the line? So I've still got the box for my official one here. Craig, I also offered you the Megadrive box that I replaced. Ooh, where is it? There. That Megadrive box there that this one replaced, it's over there still. My friend still hasn't picked it up, so I've said to him, look, I just got rid of it. So Craig, it's yours. Let me know. I'll send it. I've got your address. I might just send it to you. You said you were after a Megadrive box. I'm just going to send it to you. I've got your address, unless you've moved. That'll be awkward. Anyway, I'll send it on. I don't think you've moved. So this is my PlayStation 3. It's just going to stay in hiatus, and maybe one day I'll attempt to fix it. So anyway, I'm going to put this down because I've just realised I haven't brought the other one down. So I'm going to put this one down here and then slowly move it over to the other side. Then I got this one, which looks surprisingly like the one that I've just put down. This one is a backward compatible model. I'm going to put it down now before people realise it's just my old one. So this is the box of my old one. Still got it. Remember buying that in Virgin Mega stores back in the day. Great memories. So I bought a massive bundle. It's like 150 quid. I've got some things I'm going to move on, some extra bits, so I will make a bit of money back, but I'm going to be out of pocket on this one for sure. And I've kept a few games, some to add to the collection, some to just upgrade. I've already put some into my collection here. As you can see, I've moved all my PlayStation 2 games here. This collection is going to grow considerably. Also, the shelves now, you realise they're more fully stocked, so you can actually see what's on them. So the first one is Resident Evil Code Veronica. Now, this one's cool because you don't often see it. This is the one that actually has the extra game. I think it's Silent Hill? Devil May Cry, sorry. Silent Hill was on, I think it was one of the demo discs for the PlayStation 2. Was it Resident Evil 2? It could have been. Yes, Code Veronica, Resident Evil, brilliant game. I've only ever played this though probably about an hour in the whole sort of existence. Yeah, so I got this into the collection and I'm really, really happy with that. I'm going to move these down here because I would have covered those. Resident Evil Code Veronica into the collection. Now, this one I'm going to keep to the end because I'll talk about it. This was a box upgrade. I don't know why I've kept it out. It's Nightfire 007. I've started to get more of these games into the collection now because I think Rob and I want to start playing a lot more games, like shooter games and things like that. Because you'll see from the next PlayStation 3, all of this stuff came in the PlayStation 3 purchase that I made. So I've got tons of games that I've kept. But you'll see why I bought this bundle. So yes, Nightfire. Ridge Racer. Is this Ridge Racer? The thing's covering it, so I don't quite know. It's Ridge Racer V. I'm not very good with my Roman numerals, if it is even called that, but I do like the Ridge Racer series, so I'm going to give that a go. Next game is a game that Rob, I believe, has told me about. It's 2-player. It's called Red Faction. Never really heard of it, but I seem to recall we said it's pretty decent. So look at that. This is why I also kept it when I was looking through the box upgrade. Look at the old Nokia on that. The old Nokia phone. Yeah, it's a shoot 'em up game. Liberate your PlayStation 2. The tagline is fight alongside an elite squad of 6 to complete your mission. It's 1 to 2 players. Looks pretty decent. Looks a bit like a Rainbow Six game, so it'll be right up my street. The next game is Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, and that is fully boxed in really good condition. Really happy to get that in. I'm starting to really enjoy buying PlayStation 2 stuff now. A game that I thought my wife already had, but she didn't, and that is Lara Croft Tomb Raider. And in here was actually another game, the old original Tomb Raider, is that? No, The Last Revelation. So this one is the Angel of Darkness, so I've got that into the collection. And this one was a box upgrade, and that is Star Wars Battlefront. Now, this game here, one of my friends had this back in the day. He used to work at Electronic Boutique, and he used to occasionally get things like this when they used to give things away. Sorry, I don't know why my voice went there. Sorry, I've got something in the back of my throat. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, goodness me. So, when was it? About 6 years ago, I went to Replay with a YouTuber who, it was Steve, then lots of numbers, I don't even know if he's still on here, but Steve was a lovely guy, and I went to this Replay event with him, and they were selling this game for 80 quid, and I'll just show you. It's this game here. It looks homemade, probably is homemade, let's be honest. Yeah. It's Play Your Way, I think it's called. It's time to play your part, sorry. And it's basically a collection of loads of games. And I think it was a thing. They used to sell these at Electronics Boutique occasionally, and there were also giveaways, I believe. You could win them. But effectively, it's got a load of games on the back. Now, these games are... sorry if I'm sort of not understanding this, but a lot of these look like budget titles. So these budget titles were sometimes really hard to get hold of, and especially now, some of them are actually worth quite a lot of money, I believe. But one of them looks really cool, and it's called Wild Thunder Tanks. It looks right up my street there. Is that even showing you it? Yeah, there you go. Looks brilliant. So I am going to try that at some point. Yeah, it's really weird. It comes with, I don't know if these are demos or whatever, but... yeah, it's 9 titles on one disc, so I'm really intrigued to try this. And it came with the bundle, so I was really happy to get that. I don't even know how much it's worth, but I'm going to keep it because these games, apart from Alex Ferguson Player Manager down the bottom there, I haven't played most of these games, so it'll be good to actually play them. I won't be moving on, I'll be keeping it. So anyway, let's get on to the PlayStation 3 games, guys, because this came with it's a PlayStation 3. It's going to come with PlayStation 3 games. How silly. Anyway. And it also comes with a game that I've selected, so it's quite apt really for the SmackDown. Oh, there you go, away there. I have the game upstairs on the PlayStation in the house I'm playing on at the moment, trying to create some people, because I've got to pass my PlayStation 3 around all the participants because it's difficult to obviously move data now on these games. You can do it with USB sticks and stuff, but it sounds like that would corrupt it, so I'm just going to send it around my friends. So, yes, it came with a stack of, I'm not even going to count them, there's loads here. So we're just going to blitz through them. The first game came with was F1 2010, a game that I played to death when I originally had my PlayStation 3. And let's just have a little heads up here for the PlayStation 3 cases. They are so cool. I absolutely love these cases. It's so nostalgic as well. Yeah, brilliant game series, the F1. Once Codemasters really got hold of this license and started to pump these games out, they just did a great job. So yeah, F1 2010. The next one is Grand Theft Auto, episodes from Liberty City. Liberty City Stories. Episodes from Liberty City Stories. It's fully boxed. Everyone's got PCA, but it's a must-have. So, like I said a minute ago, Rob and I'm starting to buy more games now that I'm gonna want to play with Rob every now and again. We might do video series on them, but to be honest, we're getting to that stage now where we just want to have a bit of a laugh when he comes around and just play on games. So, yeah, I'm hoping he's going to want to play some of these games and check some out with me, because I haven't played most of them. First one is Battlefield Bad Company. Looks really good, shooter, and it's one player, just looking on the back. So yeah, that's a great start, isn't it, for a game that I want to play multiplayer with one of my mates. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of games here that, you know, I haven't got a lot of shooter games, but I really want to get into that genre because I know Rob's really into it, and it's something that I think we could really have good fun playing. Next game is Gran Turismo 5. Such a great game. Had this back, God, how long ago? Years ago. I think I actually got this on my console, and it's even on the back here, the go-karts. You could do the go-karting on it. Absolutely brilliant game mode in this. Absolutely loved it. Oh god, I'm just chucking this stuff around. Not crazy, guys, sorry. Next game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, fully boxed, and this one is 1 to 4 players, so we'll have to get 2 more friends to come play this one. It's a Call of Duty game. We've all seen Call of Duty, let's be honest. This one I nearly moved on, but it's a karting game, and it's a racing car game theme. And I think it's going to be quite funny to play with the kids as they get older. And this is Mod Nation Racer, sorry. I've got hardly any of that right. Mod Nation Racer. Basically, you make your own go-karts, and you make characters, and then you race on them. Next one is Grand Theft Auto 5 with the map fully boxed in really good condition. Looks like it's never even been played. This case is like immaculate. Yeah, such a great game. They need to make a new one. This game I'm really intrigued to play. I think I saw Betty Hawkins playing it, and it is Sega Rally. Yeah, love Sega Rally on the Saturn. It looks so polished, this. It looks absolutely brilliant. I'm holding this up. I don't think I've set my screen brightness very high, but it looks very dark in here, so might not be able to see that. So sorry if I've only just realised that 37 minutes in. If it's a bit dark, I'll work on it for next video. Next one is Superstars of Racing. 8, version 8. I don't know if that means version 8. V8, but it looks really polished again, really good condition. Screenshots look really sharp, so I'm really intrigued to play this. All these games I've kept. There were more that I've moved on. Well, not moved on. I'm hoping to go on the Trading with the Tubers Retro Chefs. Yeah, I'm hoping to go on that because it's Swap Shop. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm so out of practice. It's been so long since I've done a video. Hoping to go on Swap Shop very soon because I've just got piles of stuff that I need to move on. Literally piles of stuff in here. It's hardly an office now, it's more of a games room. Next one is Space Marine, kept really from my older brother Glenn. Yeah, he was heavily into these sort of games, so it's probably one player, yeah, because these are more online games. But yeah, Space Marine, going to try that. I quite liked Warhammer and stuff when I was really young, but sort of just never took to it as I went to secondary school. The next game is a game that I'm really looking forward to playing one day, next 20 years or so, let's be honest. And it's a game that was actually partnered with the console then when you bought it, because it's not for resale, and that is The Last of Us. I've heard so many good things about this game. Very Resident Evil-esque, I believe, where it's really jumpy. So yeah, I really want to get into these games. I'm really looking forward to playing this, The Last of Us. You can see, guys, absolutely stellar totals here that I got as he picks up a PES game. Pro Evolution Soccer. Played this game a lot, 2010. Yeah, I mean, look at Fernando Torres there playing for Liverpool. That's how old that was. And Messi. God, yeah. He seems to have been found out a bit, doesn't he, at PSG. Next game is Borderlands. Heard good things about this game, but this one is actually is disc only, no manual. If anyone's got a manual for this, let me know. Sort of trade out. Next one is a Steelbook. I don't even know what it's called. It's called Call of Duty Black Ops Steelbook. Yeah, it's pretty good condition actually. It's got some game passes and stuff in there, so there must be some DLC, which obviously I won't be able to get now. But, I'm sure Rob will be able to shine some light on that. A game Rob loves, and that is Civilization. 1 to 4 players just seen, so maybe we'll give that a go. That could be quite funny, going to destroy each other's worlds. Really good condition again. I love this game with a passion. It's Red Dead Redemption 2. I love this game. I ranted about this game probably about 18 months ago when I first got my Xbox from Dale. Absolutely love this game. Red Dead Redemption. Again, guys, this is all one. This is all one bundle that I bought for 150 quid. Yeah, I've done really well. Next one is Mafia 2, and it's got a cardboard sleeve. I saw someone on a survey playing this about 3 years ago, and it looked really good. So I thought, well, if I ever get it, I will keep it. It's 1 player. Yeah, just looks like a typical sort of shooter, sort of solving puzzles, missions, and things like that. Next game is a game I kept for my older brother. He was a massive fan of this series, and it's Metal Gear Solid, and it's again with the cardboard sleeve. Fully boxed. This one has literally never been played. I remember looking at that. Oh. Put that back on, or I'll lose it. So, next one is Dead Island Riptide. Fully boxed. Seen Betty Hall playing this as well. Looked very good, so decided to keep it. Grand Theft Auto 5, got a double of that. I don't know how that is. That the same one as the... Yes, it is. I don't know why I've got 2 Grand Theft Auto 5s. Anyone wants Grand Theft Auto 5, let me know. Massive memories of this game because my wife surprised me with this game in Paris with Silverstone tickets. My first ever Grand Prix I went to, so it's a Formula 1 game. And I'm going to say it was 2014, 2013, something like that. No, it would have been 2013, 12, wouldn't it? Because it's Formula 1 2012, brilliant game. This was so polished. This is probably one of my favourite Formula 1 games I ever played. So I'm really happy to have that. We're on to the last pile of PlayStation 3 now. Next one is Far Cry 2. Comes with absolutely everything. It's got a map in there, it's got the manual. Disc, again, I remember, doesn't even look like it's been played 1 player, so that'll just be me playing that. Next game is Operation Flashpoint, which is Dragon's Rising. I saw this being played by, I forget the YouTuber's name, I saw it a minute ago. I've been racking my brains trying to find it. It could have been Betty Hall Clinic again playing this. But this looks absolutely brilliant, sort of a sniper game where you can choose what way you want to go as a mission. Do you want to kick yourself out as a sniper? Do you want to be sort of a hand-to-hand combat, or do you want to be, just a run and gunner? Next one is Battlefield 3 Limited Edition. This one is 1 player again. God, I've said I bought some of these games for Rob and I to play. Hardly any of them are 2 player. This next one will be though Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I had this game originally when I bought the PlayStation 3 from Virgin Megastores in Portsmouth. Always a receipt. We love receipts, guys. We love receipts. So let's have a look. So we've got a game receipt here in the back of this. So this was... Oh, it's not that interesting actually. It's people buying Kane and Lynch for £1.99. Buying Homefront, which I think we've already gone through, and buying this. So, game in Waterlooville. Wow, a local one to me. Very local. Literally grew up down the road from Waterlooville. Next one is a classic series. I love NHL with Dion Phaneuf on the front, playing for Calgary Flames. Played for about 9 or 10 different clubs since this. Yeah. Love my NHL games, so I'm going to play that. Already covered this game, so I'm going to cover these all together because, to be honest, I've tried out a load of games on this system. So it's pretty easy to see that I'm going to be covering a game on the PlayStation 3 for the Royal Rumble 2023. And you might be able to decide which game it's going to be. It isn't any of these, but there could be a game missing from the year here that it might be. I'll leave it like that. So you might be able to guess. These are upside down now, but it's CM Punk on the front, which, watching some of the stuff on WWE Network last year, I really, really grown to love this guy as a character. Really, really funny. I absolutely loved watching some of the old wrestling stuff. Towards the tail end of last year, I was watching quite a lot in sort of hype for that Royal Rumble. I really loved watching the old Royal Rumbles, but the CM Punk character is so funny. I never realised how good he was. Very, very clever guy to advance his character the way he did. This has got the Mike Tyson unlockable content there, so if anyone wants the code, I'm not going to ever use that, so don't worry. Next one is with Randy Orton on the front, WWE 12. Yeah, I tried this. I couldn't get into this one, so I really quickly ruled that one out. This is the game that it nearly was going to be, and that is SmackDown vs Raw 2011, the last one that was made by THQ. Yeah, it looked really good, this game, from the gameplay that I saw before I picked it. And the next one, I've already covered one on the PlayStation 2. This is disc only. SmackDown vs Raw 2010. No manual. And the last game, SmackDown vs Raw 2008, which I've already got on the PlayStation 2 now as well. And that's fully boxed. So that is the PlayStation 3 and 2 stuff, guys. I got all that in one bundle for like 150 quid and a backward compatible PlayStation 3. Couldn't have been happier. The next stuff is Nintendo Wii. It's a console I really want to get back into and start collecting. A neighbour down the street, they're moving, downsizing, upsizing, moving to a very big house. A really nice house, actually. Yes, they started selling some of their son's old Wii games, and it's got a game that I've been after for quite a long time. I've shared it on my Instagram. I'm now on Instagram, guys. Probably about 10 years behind everyone else, but I am on Instagram. Yes, anyway, let's start off with the game that I wanted to get it for. Mario Strikers. Brilliant game. Such a great uptake on, you know, a great takeoff of like football games. Absolutely love this game. Played this with one of my friends, Adam, before we went to London 2012. Had to watch the Olympics. I'm just double checking that it's 2007, so yeah, it would have been. It wasn't a different game. Love this game. So nostalgic. I love playing this game. I played it once already since getting it back into the collection. Absolutely love it. So really happy to get this in. Sim City creator. Used to love Sim City years back. So this is fully boxed into the collection. One of the worst Sonic the Hedgehog games apparently ever made. Sonic Unleashed. Never played it. Want to give it a go. Yeah. Most of these games are like brand new. And then you've got to have a game like this. Sonic Tennis. Sega Tennis, sorry. Sega Superstar Tennis. This could be a great laugh with Rob to play one evening when he pops over. And then we have some, I'll show all these together. These are Lego games. Like I said, I'm starting to buy more games for the children now as well once they get older. So this one here is Lego Indiana Jones, fully boxed. Really happy with get that. Love the Lego games. Started off with Lego, so I'm going to finish off with Lego. Then we've got Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Looks good. I have played this actually. I think I played this on the Vita a long time ago. And the last game is Star Wars 3, fully boxed. Got that from a neighbour down the street. I think 13 quid they cost. Yeah, couldn't have been happier. So, I can now put all this stuff away. It's been around the office since Christmas. I'm really happy to have it, guys. Yes. I hope you're all well. I'm trying to keep this video under 50 minutes. I would be amazed if I managed to do so. Yeah, so I've sort of fully moved into this space now, fleshed it all out. I put some stuff up on the walls as well because that was a huge white wall. So don't tell Jimmy, but I printed some stuff off on the A1 plotter. Hence the blown up N64 poster there and a SNES picture. But anyway, yeah, it goes quite well. I quite like it. It hides a lot of the white wall. And obviously, yeah, that's a good thing. So more retro content, guys. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, thank you so much for the kind comments on my last video. Mental health and memories and gaming, I think they all go hand in hand. That's something I've now learned, and I've just got to use all of this stuff that I now do with my life moving forward as a positive, positive thing. I'm living this, I always feel like my brothers were robbed of, the years that they haven't had, and we should have been going through life together. But one of my things I always say is there's no blueprint for life. So we just gotta live every day like it's your last. love your loved ones, love your friends, love your family, and that's something that I've always tried to do, but now it's been totally renewed to me since recording that video and stuff like that. And yes, I really appreciate you guys taking the time, guys. But anyway, I will be back soon. There's an LMA manager video coming up very, very soon, probably mid-April sometime. But yeah, I recorded that like a year ago. So that'll be coming up very, very soon. And keep your eyes out for me. Maybe I'll be on Swap Shop down the line, because I'm going to trip over this stuff trying to get out of the office in a minute. I've got so much stuff to move on. It's not even funny. So yes, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. Sorry out of practice. And I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.